should really call this something else instead of Ruby Wild Gore Feast. We'll play first, so he's playing Tempo, maybe? And that's a bad hand. That's our first bad hand of the day, so we're obviously going to mull out of this. Unfortunate. This isn't that much better, but we're going to keep it. Hopefully we'll draw some shards or something else. So if he tempos us and we don't get our thing that makes it so we can't tap our stuff down, that could be pretty bad here. We're going to go ahead and play the wild shard in case we draw into Constantina. Just in case. Turn 2 Constantina could be pretty good here. We got Crackling Bolt for a lot of his early drops, which is always good. But yeah, he's running pretty slow. So something tells me he's either playing some sort of tempo or something new that I haven't seen yet. We'll see. See what he's got. Draw a resource, or best thing to draw here would be, yep, Chlorophylia. That's what I want to see there. That's pretty nice. Let's get some deck thinning. Puts me in a good spot. If I draw another resource, I've got Wrathwood Master Moss on turn 3, which would be amazing because he can't counter it. So drawing a resource or another Chlorophylia would be fine here, but the best thing we could draw is a resource that doesn't come in exhausted. Would be the next thing that would be the best that we could draw here. No plays, okay. So Ruby and Sapphire. He may be playing Gore Feast. That's unfortunate. We do have removal for some of his early drops if he is playing Ruby Sapphire Gore Feast with Wyatt the Sapper for some reason. I'm not sure why you would play Wyatt the Sapper when you're playing Gore Feast, but I don't know. This is probably going to be something new. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Oracle Song, okay. Giving him plenty of time to do that, for sure, here, so let's hope we draw a shard here. We really need a shard here. Any shard would do. One that's not exhausted would be better. No. I guess that's not so bad, at least that's a play. So we can put some pressure on the board. He can bounce our guy, which would put us in a bad board state, as we still need to draw some shards here. We've got, let's see, 21 shards left in the deck, so 1 in every 3 draws should be a shard. Okay, he's going to bolt our guy. We can't buff our guy in response, so that's a pretty respectable play there. Sure. Still need a shard here. Really need a shard. There we go. Luckily he can't counter this Master Moss. That's always good for us. So we're going to throw him out there. He can bounce him, and we've got another one to play if he does. So that should be good. Still looking for like one more Ruby Shard to put us in a good spot. Okay, bounce at the end of the turn, sure. Pretty good for him. So let's see what he's got here. Another Ruby. He's probably gonna. It looks like he's playing some sort of draw go type of deck. So there's gonna be a lot of him countering our stuff as we play it. So pretty good. Oh, my Oracle Song here. Okay, I guess I'm clear to play another Master Moss. He doesn't think that I can replay this one, so he thinks that he's clear. He doesn't know that I have another one ready to go here. And he's banking on the fact that I probably won't draw another shard. So I do draw another shard, though. But I will. I'm gonna throw out the different Master Moss because he probably has more bounce in hand. So I'll make him bounce that, and I can still keep replaying Master Moss here. This is one of those cards that needs to be countered or dealt with in some way. So now he knows I have 2. If he bounces it, I can still replay it. So Archmage Renlock, sure. I've got Crackling Bolt for that. He can't counter it, so that seems pretty good to me. So we'll just bolt that guy's face and deal 5 here. He doesn't have the 2 resources up. He could counter if he had the new counter magic, which is 2 counter target non-troop spell, if he had 2 resources up, but he doesn't. So it seems pretty good for me right now. So he's got a couple turns to deal with this Master Moss. He can maybe try to bounce him and then counter him the next time I play him. But otherwise, he's got some face bashing to do. I think if I revert this guy, it'll actually revert his cost too, which would be good. Heart of Fire, which is an action constant, deals damage. He gets resources. That's fine with me. That gives me another turn to just smash in the face for 5. Okay, he's gonna just go straight into the face with that Ragefire because he can't kill my Master Moss, and that's great for me. Get some more resources off of it though. So feeling pretty good about this match right now. Master Moss has been owning people's faces a lot lately today. We will go ahead and swing in with the Master Moss, and then second main phase we'll go ahead and play our Lord Alex. It sounds like our in-laws are here, so hopefully my wife will get the door for her parents. If he can't deal with Lord Alex, it's basically game time next turn because I can play this Master Moss with speed. And he should know that. I also have a Filk Ape I could play with speed, but I'll most likely be playing the Master Moss with speed. Filk Ape is, yeah, it's still really good. I think that's game, because he isn't bouncing anything. We'll see though. Another Ragefire. He could Ragefire. Okay, he's gonna Ragefire my face again, which tells me he has something. He should have raged. I would have expected him to Ragefire my Lord Alex, but Crackling Bolt to the face. Okay, so he's just trying to dump out his hand. I guess maybe he's got a bunch of. Maybe he's got a burn to the ground to finish. Mastery of time to draw. Okay, so he gets to take an extra turn. Sure. Okay. So he needs to redraw some more damage here. I guess that's a pretty sweet combo, sure. He basically needs to do something here. I think I would have rather just removed stuff, but he's going to go all in on it. 25 is a lot of health to push through. Another Mastery of Time. Okay. So he didn't have any damage there, so that tells me that he's not in a good spot here. He's trying to cantrip, trying to find those Ragefires that he's been building up in his deck. Still feeling pretty good about this matchup. I think he should have killed Lord Alex, personally. Looks like he's troopless, which means I might just want to play more troops and less just burn to the face. So my 2-point sweep will probably come out in this matchup, and I'll play more troops here is what we'll probably be siding. He knows, he should know, like, I've got at least a Wrathwood Master Moss in hand that's going to get speed here. Burn to the ground, yeah, Lord Alex has to do it. Yeah, he was looking to get enough resources to kill me, but he just couldn't do it. Yeah, I kind of knew that. Master Moss becomes a 2-for-1. So let's see, with what we have in hand, we can Crackling Bolt his face for 3, and then I don't have, that would only be 1 point on burn to the ground. So we are going to go ahead and we'll go to attack step and swing in with the Master Moss, of course. Of course, if I had Gore Feast, that would have finished here. If I had top decked the Gore Feast. I'm going to go ahead and throw out another Master Moss because I just feel like he can't deal with it. He has to counter this. This is a forced counter. Okay. So it's just more for him to deal with. 16 on the health. I'm feeling pretty confident about this. He's only got a couple cards in hand. Okay, Crackling Wit. Still searching. Crackling Wit is kind of free with his Heart of Fire. Okay, still searching with Wyatt. Sapper. So it's kind of like a combo deck is what he's basically trying to... He's trying to combo out and get enough damage to the face, but again, the 25 throws off his math quite a bit, I'm thinking. Crackling Wit again. Yep, still searching. Yeah, that's good games. Alright. So we'll go to game 2 here. The first next game. Okay. Oh, he wants first. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so go ahead and side our deck. So it looks like he's very troopeless. Most of his stuff has like probably 3 toughness on it, so I don't want to have to 2-for-1 things. We just basically want to put a lot of threats out there that he's going to have to deal with. Actually, I need to just type in gibberish up here to make the siding choices here. So we're probably going to pull all of our heat waves. That seems like not the greatest in this matchup. If we had something that gained us life, that would be good, but we don't. So we're going to just play another Constantina, a Filk Ape, Battle Beetle seems good. I could play my own Ragefires, I suppose. Maybe. I'll think about it. Let's see. Let's put these guys in. The Battle Beetles he can't even target, so that's always helpful for me. Yeah, the burn's probably not as good as playing... Yeah, I don't think I need the quick action here, so we're going to actually side out the burn. We're going to trade burn for Ragefire here. I'll put the Ragefire in instead of the burns. So basically, like, because I can actually kill something with Ragefire, but he doesn't really have troops, so most of that's just going to go to the noggin. So we'll save the deck here. Make sure everything looks good. We just basically need more stuff for him to have to burn, and I think that should be good. So let's save one more time, and then we will go, and then I'll tell him I'm ready. So I'll let him challenge and give him first turn. Gotta keep that in mind. Giving him first turn. This is definitely a matchup where I might want to have a little bit of health gain, just because he could explode and deal a lot of damage very quickly. But early aggro seems like it might be a huge problem for him. Especially if his sweep is like what my sweep is. If he's using the 2-point sweep, it's not going to do anything to me. You know, like if it is, whatever it is, what's my card manager? Card manager. If it is, I always forget the name of this, I swear. Heatwave. If he's using Heatwave as his, if that's his sweep, then that does nothing to me. He'll have to 2-for-1. Like most of my stuff, he's gonna have to 2-for-1. I think he should have been killing troops, but he doesn't really have troops, so I don't know. It seems really bad. I just happen to have the thing to... If I hadn't been able to kill his Renlock, if I hadn't been able to kill his Renlock, then he probably would have been in better shape. He probably would have won that one, I think, because Renlock would have drawn him too many cards for me to have been able to keep up with him. So killing Renlock is kind of key in this matchup. He's probably playing 4 Renlock. At least that's what I would expect to see. I did mold a 6 on that one as well. So hopefully we won't mull. Wait, what? No. Why am I playing Flying Meat Chip? No. That's not who I want to play against. Looking for Peace Tinker, not Flying Meat Chip. Bad Flying Meat Chip. Playing against Peace Tinker here. You clicked on the wrong thing. Peace Tinker, there we go. I know Meat Chip's playing some sort of bunnies deck with the new bunny champion, which I think is probably, if you're going to play bunnies, that's probably the way to go. Okay, so I know that I need to deal with his Renlock, so I'm going to keep this hand because I have Crackling Bolt for it, so we're going to keep this hand. I know that he's basically playing some sort of combo, and the game's going to go slow anyways, so I can sit on this hand. It should be fine. We have everything we need to play almost everything in the deck except for what do you call it? The dragon, Jadiim. Yeah, she's the only one we can't play. Hey, there's a Mancubus. Mancubus we can just basically just throw out there because we know that he has nothing I can steal in his deck. He's just playing Renlock. It's good to see a lot of people trying new things and not just playing the old stuff. I mean, I guess the last matchup we had, he was playing basically an updated version of Gore Feast. So that is what it is, but we'll go ahead and play the Wild Shard. Or no, I don't need to play the Wild Shard here. I'll play the Ruby Shard here. So we don't have Constantina. It would have been nice to have been able to drop Constantina on turn 2, as that's a lot of quick aggression. A turn 2 3/3 is pretty good in this game. So I guess I could have sided in my constant removal versus his deck. I guess if this goes to game 3, I will side that in. I didn't think about that. I should have. But I'm not really that afraid of his constants, quite honestly. I guess we'll go with the Wild Shard. Next turn we get to play a Mancubus. 2 Crackling Bolts once he drops his Renlock, so he'll have to be able to protect those. I don't know if he's playing counter magic at all in this deck, being is that it's combo. I mean, if he is playing it, he's probably playing the counter target action anyways. So he has to wait till he's at 6 basically to play Renlock to be able to do that. Counter the action. Alright, there's a Filk Ape I can follow up. So if this guy gets countered, that's great, because that's one less counter for this Filk Ape. He's gonna counter magic. Sure, I love it. So he is playing counter magic, which is fine with me. There's only one Mancubus in the deck, so that actually doesn't... the cost difference doesn't really matter to me now. So next turn we get to play Filk Ape, and we're actually in the position where we can play Jadiim if we draw into her as well. Plus, we just, as the game progresses, we just keep gaining life off of our champion power, which seems really good to me as well. He seems to have been stalled a bit on resources, so that's also good for us, of course. Another counter magic, sure, making our Filk Ape, our other Filk Ape, more expensive, but that's fine because we're ramp. So we should be able to eventually get there. We will have to play the Shards of Fate, which is doesn't feel that great, but it's whatever. So he's got 2 more counter magics that can stop guys, and he's stopping the wrong things. I mean, he had to counter that Filk Ape, but what he really wants to counter is Master Moss. That's what he wants to counter. Master Moss is just ruins day. It's gonna ruin people's days all day. I can feel it. So we're going to get our Wild here so we can play Jadiim if we draw her. Except we'll go and throw out our Warrior of Andrincus, and Filk Ape will make it so this guy's a 5/5 every turn, which is always good. Looks like he didn't have counter for that, or he didn't want to deal with it in that way, so he may have removal for this guy. So if he does try to remove him, I can buff him in response and at least make him try to double remove him. So he's a 2-for-1 possibly versus his deck. Otherwise, I just leave him at 3/3 on the attack until that Filk Ape is available. Even then, like, it's still debatable whether I want to buff him every turn, because I want to be able to respond to things like that. Okay, he's discarding cards, so he's in a really bad spot now. He's been sitting on 3 resources for a very long time. We're about to swing in with our Warrior. We're just gonna deal the 3 here, and then we'll play the Filk Ape, and that should be helpful. We'll deal the damage. So he should... should have a counter for this maybe. If he has a counter, he has to counter this. Yep, okay. So that's fine. That helps him. Helps me too. Filk Ape now costs 9. Hopefully I won't draw anymore. So now we definitely sit on this guy. We can't use his one-shot ability really at all, unless it is. So this would be the best time to kill our guy if he has any kill cards. Doesn't look like it. Nah, he just keeps not drawing stuff to do things, so he's. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, I hate to win this way, but it's part of the game. Unfortunately, you do give up a certain percentage of games to this, and I did have this happen to me 2 weeks ago during the VIP tournament. So I mean, it's one of those things. It's just part of the game. I mean, it doesn't feel good though to win this way. You still take the win, but it doesn't. You know, it's just one of those things. He's gonna time ripple my guy. Sure, that's fine. I just replay him, and then if he has to counter him, like that's well, he can't counter him. Doesn't have the resources to do so, so he just delays me for a turn. Of course, I might get something bigger. No, I'll just play. I guess I'll play both of these then. Just throw them both out there. He can't really deal with them. Like he could kill one, maybe if he has a Crackling Bolt, but I mean not the most advantageous. But I might as well just be as aggressive as possible. I mean this is 10 damage on the table I can deal in one turn, so I probably will actually do that. I'll buff them both and just go in for 10 next turn. Actually, yeah, because I buff them both, go in for 10 and burn to the ground for the wind, or 2 Crackling Bolts or whatever. I mean, that's pretty much game right here. There's that Constantina we were looking for early in the game. There's no quick action removal for 3 toughness right now in Ruby, so this should be game. Zoom out. There we go. So, I mean, that's just a lot of damage. It's going to time ripple one of them. That's fine. Deal 5. So let's see. I could do 2 Crackling Bolts here. I could do a single burn to the ground for 4. Or I could just replay. I think I want to just keep holding on to this stuff. If I can't kill him, I hate using these if I can't just kill him outright. So I think I'm just going to play my Constantina, I think, here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll play that. Actually, I might just Crackling Bolt him in the face once. Yeah, we'll just Crackling Bolt him once here. Just to use my stuff the most efficiently. All these Crackling Bolts help me heal too, so like if I play all of them, I actually get to heal again for 5 health. Oh, he's gonna Verdict. Okay. I guess he has to play that. So that's good that he used Verdict on that instead of my burn to the ground. Just gonna draw a card here. If he plays anything, though, I mean, he's just in such a bad state right now. He has to be able to deal with this board state, and I don't think he can. He needs to be able to kill both of these guys. And that's like a 1-for-1 Crackling Bolts. There's an Archmage, which I'll kill next turn, but he can't stop me from killing it. Playing that Crackling Bolt shows him maybe I don't have another Crackling Bolt, so this is going to be somewhat disappointing for him. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's basically the line of play here is Crackling Bolt his Renlock, swing in for 3, Crackling Bolt his face. Win. Not the most Not a game where I feel like I actually like outplayed my opponent, but you know, at least he had some plays later on when he finally started drawing his resources. And he can't stop the last Crackling Bolt, so. Quick games today, for sure, with this deck. It's basically like win really fast or sit in a game for a long time with this, the deck that I'm playing. Yeah, okay. So, 2 rounds, 2 O's, and like, I don't know. Well, my...